Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs and it is for Friday the 11th of April 2025. I hope you're doing well. Let's get some cards out. See what the guides want me to talk about today. Let me know how you're enjoying this new format, being today's tarot about the general energies and then the masculine and feminine energies about romantic relationships or balancing masculine and feminine energies within us. Right, what have we got? We've got hope. Always a good sign, right? We've got hope. Things are changing at the moment. Well, massively in this year. Really, 2025 is the start of big changes in society and in ourselves as well. Patience, be patient with it. It's not going to happen really fast, not your personal line, path, nor the collective. We're talking huge change here. Safety, you're safe. Don't worry, you're safe. We're headed in a positive direction, but sometimes it looks like it's negative because sometimes things need to be broken apart first. Don't fear for yourself. You're safe. Let's get some cards out. Ace of Swords. You have an aha about yourself or about something, and it leads you in a new direction on a new path. When we know better, we do better, right? When we know something new, we tend to make changes. Or not. Some people don't, I guess, but I do. I incorporate, especially around my health and fitness, I incorporate new scientific findings. Generally, if my guides tell me it's right. There's a lot of junky science out there, really. Not what I mean by junky science, let me explain myself, is there is a lot of science that presume things about everybody. So say experiments are done on people that aren't an athlete and that don't eat like I do or exercise like I do. Those studies have literally got nothing to do with me and what will happen within my body. And so there's some stuff that I disregard, there's some stuff that I take on, but I do tend to change my habits and incorporate things once I find out the truth about myself, for sure. What do you do? Let me know in the comments below. So we're starting out with the Ace of Swords, and aha gets us to be on a new path or change a habit, something like that. Two of Cups, we've got a love match energy here. And we've got the Nine of Cups, your personal wishes, perhaps coming true, let's see. Ace of Swords, what is it about this aha? Could be about money. Queen of Emotions, receiving, being open to receive. Oh, we're coming out of a masculine paradigm where we've all had to do it ourselves, you know, and been making things happen ourselves. And it's all very independent and like, not this, not receiving from the universe, you know. Muse of Materials, mastery of the material world, money, that kind of thing, and receiving it. Now, that has been really hard in the masculine paradigm to do, to be in that feminine energy and receive it, because it's not being available from the masculine paradigm. But an aha might lead you, so this could be an aha about money, business, or about the femininity in you of receiving. I don't know, something like that. I know in my lifetime, so when I was at school in the 70s and 80s, it was still like right at the start, really, of women being in the workplace, well, of schools kind of starting to cater toward teaching girls the same as they did the boys, so that we could compete in the workplace. But it was nowhere near equal yet, so girls weren't allowed to do the same subjects at school, boys could. And so that caused this fight. And it's like, oh, so I need to compete with them, but I'm not allowed to learn the things that not fair. And so that had this fight within me with the masculine, you know, of like, I wanted to outdo the masculine at the masculine game. It gave me a fire to do it, which took me away from receiving completely. It took me out of femininity completely doing that. And in the end, I managed it, but it wasn't fun. I mean, I managed to compete and, you know, I was working in corporate and I was like winning on the outside. I was being paid a lot of money and all of that kind of thing, but my soul was like, this is not you. I had to get out of it all to honor myself. And so, yes, if you've been trying to tap into that Queen of Emotions energy to receive from the material world, very, very difficult. But the reason that I'm explaining this independent streak that I had, extreme independent streak that I had, I'll show them kind of independent streak, which is like, it's not balanced at all. That you can't receive from that at all. Like, I wouldn't let anybody give to me with that. It's like, no, I'll get it myself. I'll do it myself. You know, and this might be ringing a bell with you as well. Unlimited possibilities are behind that. But so much more is possible if you'll let people help you and give to you and take care of you and all of that kind of thing. House you, hold you, provide for you. Just think what's possible then. So you might have an aha about yourself around this kind of subject. Not mastering the material world by like, I'll do it independently myself, but by opening up to it flowing to you through people and the universe too. Of course, the universe has to work through people. And so if you've got a block an independent block to not letting people help you or provide for you or anything, that's going to be a huge block, because the universe has to work through people. It can work through nature a little bit, but in the material world, it's going to have to work through people. Well, Two of Cups, who's this? Seven of Materials, got to invest in that. So invest in partnerships, matches. Two of Cups, it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. It can be, but it can be just any kind of a match. Friendships, allies, people that you want to work with, colleagues, contemporaries. Investing in that. So this is like networking and investing in those relationships, you know. There was a point in time a few years ago where I was starting to feel lonely, and then my thought pattern went to, why do people not invite me to things? Then my thought went to, oh, why don't I invite people to things? And so I'm like, it's me that's not doing that. Of course they're not going to invite me to things when I'm not inviting people to things. I need to be the instigator of those things. And so I got in touch with a few friends. I'm like, do you want to meet up for lunch? And the other one, do you want to meet up and go for a walk on the beach? And another one, do you want to meet up and go and do something? And they're like, yeah. And so I did it myself, and I got myself out of that rut, and I was the person that instigated that. That's what this is about. Invest in those relationships that you do want. Psychic development is behind that too. And so the right people will pop into your mind. So those ones that you think about. Nine of Cups, your wish is coming true. Are they coming true? What's happening? Oh, you're anxious about your wishes. What if they don't come true? Awakening, so waking up to something. Anxious about your wishes. It might be what I just said to you about competing for it or being independent. Your wishes can't come true if you've got this overly independent boundary defense system. Then you can't receive it. Yes, we all want to receive, don't we? But then we want to defend ourselves, and we won't let anything in. It's quite a block. So an aha about your anxiety or something like that. What's behind this? Wow. Okay, it went on the floor. Let's pick it up. There's a cat down here too. Hello, Flossy Bags. Grounding is behind that. Grounding yourself. Often there's issues inside of ourselves. It's got nothing to do with the external world, but we'll make excuses in the external world. And we're like, well, I can't do it because of that. It's like, really? Because other people can do it. And so it's something inside of you that's stopping you from going along with that. Definitely about receiving this one. You could have hope for receiving. What about the masculine and feminine within ourselves, leading to romantic relationships, hopefully? We've got the Nine of Wands, wary. Toward the end of a healing journey where we've still got our barricades up. We're trying to protect ourselves, not really open to letting anything in, because part of the healing journey is finding out how we didn't notice red flags, how we didn't notice earlier something that we didn't want, but then we got ourselves into or put up with for however long or whatever it is. So there's some more healing to do there. The Devil, temptations. Fears, temptations, and the Four of Pentacles, holding your energy back, keeping it to yourself, keeping something to yourself. Let's get deeper into this. The Nine of Wands. So we're still wary because we've been healing ourselves from the BS, the lies. Yes, there have been people pretending to be something else in order to get to their needs met, relationship needs met, sexual needs met. And they're the liars, right? And that is really tricky when you think that you're dealing with someone legit who's not lying to you, and then you find out they've been lying to you, and it's like, okay, well, how can we defend ourselves from that? We can't. What are we going to do? The cat just bit my foot. What are we going to do? Not believe anybody? Think that everyone's lying to us? That's not healthy, is it? That's not a healthy way to go through the world. Believe people until they lie to us, and then we find out it's a lie, trusting our intuition on that, and then dealing with it, getting away from them, or ending it, or having a boundary, or whatever. Perhaps that is a better way of dealing with it. Flossie, don't bite me. New beginnings is behind that too. So, the boundaries, not so much boundaries. I don't want to say boundaries, because boundaries is a healthy thing. Something that we communicate of where our limits are and how we want to be treated. That's a good thing. I want to say defenses. The defenses from the BS that's come up in the past, there is a new way of approaching that instead. Perhaps being heart open and then trusting ourselves to deal with it in the moment when we find out that it is BS. Devil's tempting us. What are you tempting us with, devil? This can be addictions. It can be fears too. Ten of Voices that cause pain. Something is still tempting. Something that you know is painful. Yeah, it could be sexual energy, this. It's tempting. It's tempting to go there just to have needs met, perhaps, but you know it's going to lead to pain. Could be that. What's behind this, please? Or it could be the fears coming up around the pain that you have. The pain you've experienced in the past as well. Transformation and forgiveness. So forgiving yourself for choosing it in the past and forgiving them for being whatever path that journey that they were on to. Remember, they're not really getting the needs met. Not their true needs, not their heart's needs, not their soul's needs when they are playing those kind of games. They're just getting the physical needs met, which is very low level kind of thing. What I mean is they're going to have their own lessons around that eventually, maybe not in this lifetime, but eventually they will. Doesn't mean that you should disrupt your spiritual progress. Definitely don't do that because of other people's actions. Don't join them in their own game is what I'm saying here. You're better than that. I heard something yesterday and it really hit a note with me. It was about an author who was trying to write, and I so resonate with this, being an author myself. An author was trying to write some trashy romance because we look at the world, right, and we think that there is a lot of trash in the world and it sells really well. But she couldn't do it. She just couldn't write this trashy romance novel that she wanted to write. And so she went to another writer to ask for help. And the other writer said to her, only trashy souls can write trashy romance. You haven't got a trashy soul. And, you know, that bit of wisdom yesterday was just like, yeah, I've tried it before as well to do something, to market something popular, more popular. And I try it and it just doesn't work, you know, because it's not me. We've got to be authentic to ourselves and the level we're at in relationships too. Don't stoop to that level just because you've been through that with other people. Don't let what they're doing take you a step down on your soul's journey. You're not a trashy soul. You can't do that trash. Four of Pentacles. Hold some energy back or hold something back. What have we got here? Same card, Four of Materials and the Three of Emotions from other people. So keep it to yourself. Don't tell other people about this. They won't understand. Don't call them trashy. It's like, you're too trashy for me. I don't have a trashy soul. No, don't say that. There might be other things as well. It's best not to share these inner workings, especially when it could really offend people around you as well. This is not a judgment on where everyone else is at. We need to be discerning and see where other people are at and and be concerned with our own progression more than anything else that's going on around us, right? We learn from other people, yes, but rarely from a leadership point of view. They're rarely leading us. They're more like showing us what to beware of, really, I guess. There's a burden behind that too, right? So don't tell other people, because it'll just burden you. If you tell people what's going on in your inner game, or what you're trying to do, or what you're manifesting, whatever it is, it tends to burden you more by putting an extra level of stress on. Like, oh, if I do this and then I don't do it, then they're going to be judging me, and so you've got self-judgment going on. It just adds a whole load of complication to your game. So don't do that to yourself. Keep it to yourself. What's up? How best to deal with these energies today? Let's have a look. Oh, the Magician. Manifesting something new. Using the resources that we've got around us to manifest something new. The resources that we've got inside of ourselves to receive, to avoid old mistakes, but not let old mistakes change your progression forward. And just like be on your soul's journey and let that be good and it be about you. Predominantly manifest what it is that you want. Get focused on that stuff and use all your resources, especially your internal focus, your internal journey today, to manifest what you want. Well, if you want some help with that, with manifestation, taking it to the next level, visit my website, behealing.com. Put your name and your email address in when the window pops up, and you'll get on my free course, Beyond Healing and Into the Life That You Truly Deserve. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button. If you're new, leave me a comment as well. What did you get out of that? Did you learn something new? Did it bring something up inside of you? Please share below, because we can help each other out with our journeys by doing so. Well, have the best day ever, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.